My name is Emma. I am 32 years old. I have a good job and a beautiful apartment. Everyone thinks my life is perfect. I always smile when people see me, but behind that smile, I hide a painful secret. I am married to a man named Michael. He is handsome, successful, and very charming. People admire him because he is kind and confident. Whenever we go out together, everyone says we are the perfect couple. At the beginning of our marriage, everything felt wonderful. Michael surprised me with flowers, took me on romantic dates, and made me feel special. I truly believed I had found the love of my life. However, after a year, things slowly started to change. Michael began coming home late from work. He spent a lot of time on his phone. Whenever I entered the room, he quickly put his phone away. At first, I ignored these small changes. I told myself that he was busy with work. I trusted him completely and did not want to create problems in our marriage. As time passed, his behavior became stranger. Sometimes he would leave the house for hours and return with strange excuses. If I asked questions, he became annoyed and accused me of not trusting him. One evening, while Michael was taking a shower, his phone buzzed on the kitchen table. A message appeared on the screen. It said, "I miss you. When will I see you again?" The message was from a woman named Olivia. My heart started beating very fast. My hands were shaking. I stared at the message for several seconds. I wanted to believe there was an innocent explanation, but deep inside, I felt something was terribly wrong. That night, I could not sleep. Michael slept peacefully beside me, but my mind was full of questions. I kept thinking about the message and wondering who Olivia was. A week later, Michael told me he was going on a business trip. Something about his story felt suspicious. I decided that this time I would find out the truth. On the day of the trip, I secretly followed him. Instead of going to a business meeting, he took a taxi to a small house on the other side of the city. I watched from a distance. A few moments later, the front door opened. A woman came outside and ran toward him. She hugged him warmly and then kissed him. At that moment, my worst fear became reality. Tears filled my eyes. I felt shocked, hurt, and betrayed. The man I trusted most had been lying to me. My marriage was built on dishonesty. I quietly returned home. For the next 2 days, I thought about what to do. I knew I could not continue living with lies and broken trust. When Michael finally came home, he smiled as if everything was normal. I looked directly into his eyes and said, "I know about Olivia." His face immediately turned pale. The smile disappeared. After a long silence, he lowered his head and softly said, "I'm sorry." Hearing those words broke my heart. But at the same time, I felt stronger than ever before. I realized that I deserved honesty, respect, and real love. 1 month later, I moved out of our apartment and started a new life. It was difficult and painful, but I felt free. Sometimes, walking away from the wrong person is the first step toward finding happiness again. Life is too short to live with lies. Trust is the foundation of every relationship. Once trust is broken, rebuilding it becomes very difficult. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is choose ourselves and move forward.